Oh, what's up, guys? It's your boy T.
What's up, people? It's your boy D.
What up, everybody? This is your boy Jay.
What's up, guys? And we are uncoded with you guys real quick. So this week brings up a topic of Kanye West. I know, guys, we love talking about this guy over here. So recently, this week, Kanye West had a series of just crazy tweets, ranging from like Kim's mom trying to lock him up to saying that his wife tried to fuck Meek Mill or fuck Meek Mill and not having his daughter, I guess, shoot for Playboy. Just a bunch of crazy stuff. What do you guys think about that?
He's off his meds. That's what I think.
Yeah, we all know Kanye is known for being crazy, and he said some more crazy shit right here. And it seems like it might damage or ruin his marriage with Kim for good.
This whole situation makes me wonder: has Kanye ever been like taken to a crazy house to kind of get looked at or do anything like that before?
Probably not. He needs to get mental help
Yeah.
ASAP.
Honestly, I feel like this has always been a industry thing. I feel like this has been an industry secret. It's just now that he finally came out as being bipolar, it just makes sense because like Kanye has had a record of like saying crazy stuff out in public. And if you notice, like the celebrities around Kanye West have kind of just been like, "Oh, this is just Kanye. Like this is just," it's like it's normal behavior. So I feel like within the industry, everybody knows that like he's bipolar or something. You guys get it like general senses of that?
Yeah, I can kind of see that because like he still has a lot of friends, and whenever he does something crazy, people do come to his side to like check up on him to see if he's okay. So that does make a lot of sense there.
Yeah, I definitely believe it, but I feel like he still has to have that willingness to want to go in and check into rehab and get mental help. It's on him at the end of the day, but I feel like he's had peers that tried to advise him to do that, and he's probably chosen not to listen to them. But I do think it is a common perception from everybody in Hollywood that knows he's crazy and that he needs to seek help.
Damn, Jay, that's kind of funny. But I don't know. I feel like because people say like this is gonna ruin the marriage. Kim knew she was dealing with a crazy person. I feel like
Hmm.
honestly, like they wanted. This is the main reason why Kim wanted Kanye. Because if you think about it, like okay, Kim's whole career is based upon news and speculation and crazy things happening. Their family constantly needs drama or something crazy to happen. So like her marrying Kanye actually makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Because it's like now they'll have like an endless kind of like news cycle going on. And that's what they need. Like their family needs that to sustain stuff, you know?
Hmm.
So
That
Yeah,
is a very good point, T.
so he's perfect for the family then.
So she kind of made a business decision when she had gotten with Kanye. It was probably half and half, probably half business decision, half she actually liked him and was willing to put up with the craziness that he was going to bring to the table.
bro, she had 4 kids by him.
Oh, four?
She's trying to set a deal. Like she knew, bro. You gotta think about it. She has 4. Like he's been like this all our life, and now she's like, all right, I'm gonna have like 4. Like she been known this, guys.
So you would say she was only with Kanye for the clout, the headlines, and the money?
I'm not gonna say that she's always had money, but I think I'm not gonna say she's just in it for the money. I would just say that like their brands go together. Like her brand strives off of having some kind of conflict. Like in order for her to keep her career up or to keep herself in the spotlight, she has to have some kind of conflict. And it's like there's only so much her family can do. Like her dad's a woman now. Like just like you know what I'm saying, there's only so much that they could really possibly do. So having Kanye to their brand is like kind of necessary. So like I don't know. That's just how I feel. What do you guys think?
Call me a conspiracy theorist, but I believe that Kim's mom is probably encouraging all of this like bullshit that's like happening right now. Because remember, like she is like the whole mastermind, be behind all of their like fame and fortune. So that's what I feel.
Yeah, but at the same time, I do think that both of those are very good points and could be very completely accurate. But at the same time, I feel like Kanye is his craziness does just add a lot of more drama to their headlines, all in together. So I definitely could see why both those points would be valid.
Mhm.
Yeah, that to me is just I don't know. I always thought that was kind of crazy. like damn, like I don't know. But I don't know, this kind of like brings up the topic of like mental health. Like how do you guys think mental health in like Hollywood and like just kind of like everyone's perception of mental health? Because like if you see in Hollywood, like I feel like this is common. Like how many like child star actors you see going crazy? Like there's like Orlando. I don't know, I wish I knew his last name. I don't know his last name, but like he's
Orlando
like,
Brown.
yeah, I think it was Orlando Brown, and he's
Mm-hmm.
like he's nuts. Or like you look at like Aaron Carter, and like these guys do interviews, and it's like, yo, these guys are not mentally well.
Mm-hmm.
You got to think about it because they came into this business young and probably got exposed to a bunch of things that they should have that that they shouldn't have been exposed to for like at least a good 20 to 25 years. So you can imagine a 12-year-old kid after filming the scene going to a after party and there's like drugs and cocaine and like a bunch of people doing like God knows what all around them. That will probably like fuck up your head a bit growing
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I agree. And a lot of people just can't handle fame. Like some people, some celebrities can handle it and be able to still live about their lives normally. And some people, they let all that fame get to their head and then they have everybody blowing up their phone. And then they just kind of like slowly start to go crazy over time due to all of that fame. And more money, more problems. So that also adds into it. So you got the fame they got to deal with, and then the saying more money, more problems definitely applies to a lot of rich people and especially to famous celebrities. So that shit leads to problems later on down the line, and some people just can't handle it and then end up losing it and going crazy. Or even worse, like committing suicide or some crazy shit.
So is all that money and fame worth it, Jay?
I would say no.
Okay.
I would say the money's worth it, but the fame isn't, because the money, if you got the money and you don't have the fame, then you can go ahead and live about your life and not everybody in the world fucking knows about you or is going to want something from you, and you're going to have less problems. And you'll be able to afford to pay off anything that you have in front of you. So I feel like your life's a lot less stressful when you're just rich. But when you're rich and famous, then that's when the problems come.
Yeah, that's
And the
true.
mental health problems start coming.
Yep, exactly right. Sad part is that sometimes you can't have the money without the fame. You know, they have to go hand in hand sometimes.
Definitely, especially in the rap industry, like that's the only way. Like the fame is gonna come with that. If you blow up as a rapper, you're gonna get famous.
Hmm.
Unless you're like a ghost rapper.
A ghostwriter?
Yeah,
Well,
ghost. I
yes.
said ghost rider. Unless you're a ghost rider and no one blows up your spot. Like I don't know. To me, man, I wouldn't ever want to be famous because I feel like I can understand why famous people seem like so pissed off, because you gotta think about how fucking annoying that is. Imagine you just going to the grocery store and someone like snapping pictures of you. You're like, bro, I'm in my like PJs. Can you chill?
Yeah.
Or like 50 Cent, how people constantly harass him while he's eating. It's like, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's like you got to sign autographs everywhere you fucking go. You have people blowing. Anytime you post a picture on Instagram, you can have a million fucking comments. You got people that are just haters and just say some negative shit about you no matter what you post on social media. So it's just like there's a lot of negative attention along with the positive attention, but some people
Like,
can handle it, some people can't.
like you literally can't do shit without the world knowing because
Yeah,
someone's always gonna be following you. It's like, oh, so and so just had a burger. I didn't know he eats burger. It's like why do you guys need to know this shit? It's just crazy.
yeah. Fame is really a drug, so it's like a lot of people get hooked to it, and then they just keep needing that attention and become attention seekers, and then it just makes them look like a narcissist at the same time too.
It's just like the way I see it is like if you think like, okay, you're famous, everything you're doing is getting documented, and then you got to combine that with the people who like who are like super sensitive about everything. So imagine you're a person who's living your life and like you're just having a regular conversation, and then someone records it and it's like, oh, blah 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 said this, and it's like, bro, like you have these conversations every day with your friends. Like, why is this like a big? I just feel like it's just crazy. And then you have another set of people who are just trolls who just get off on pissing people off
Hmm.
for no apparent. I'm not gonna lie, some trolls are kind of funny. Like,
Trolls are funny.
you
Like
know,
trolls are funny. But yeah, I completely agree with that. Like you always gonna have trolls that are just gonna shit on everything you do. So like,
And take
yeah,
it too far.
exactly. And it's just like there's so many negatives that come with becoming famous, and we
yeah,
just named just a couple of them.
right. And then you gotta think about all your family members who hit you up that you've never spoke. You probably spoke to like once or twice that hit you up for some money.
Yeah, that's actually kind of sad.
Super sad. Like I
And
know
then
that.
oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, like a lot of people will just use you for your money just because you're rich and famous. They'll use you for that cosign on an Instagram post or use you for your money to buy shit for you. So it's a lot of people that will use you once you become rich and famous.
Yeah, and I think that brings up the point. It's like I feel like in life you really don't even need that much to be happy. Like if I'm just really thinking about it, if I had a good car that was reliable, I took vacations every year, and I did something that I actually enjoyed doing for work, and I was smashing these some good looking women. Like you
American
really
dream.
yeah, you really don't need too much. Now I'm thinking about it. You get along with your family. Like what else you need? You don't need 1,000 jets. You don't need like
10 cars, 10
10
houses.
cars. Yeah, 10
You
houses.
only need
Like
one of those. Some things you only need one of for sure. And some celebrities have so much money they don't know what the hell to spend their money on, and they end up blowing it on some dumb shit.
that's how you see like you ever seen like Two Chains has these videos like most expensive ish or something like that, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like he'll like when he be like smoking the most expensive cigar. It's like people with too much money buy this kind of stuff.
Yes.
Like a $2,000 cigar. Like no, I'm not gonna spend $2,000 on a cigar.
Yeah.
Back in the day, like they had an app that like costed $100 that did nothing, but it was more of a like status symbol to like see who can afford it, to like I guess show off that like yeah, I'm rich, I can just blow off one $100 on a app that does nothing. So it's just shit like that.
Yeah, but you know the saying, to whom much is given, much is expected, or much is like much is expected from that person. So if you rich and you making so much money, you don't know what to do with it, and you're not giving back to charity, you're not giving back to the poor. Like the gap between the rich and the poor is humongous. So it's like if you're not giving back at all and you dumb rich, that's gonna look. God's kind of shaking his head and looking at you with some shame. It's like
Hmm.
a lot should be expected from rich people too.
I don't trust charities to give back to them because they be embezzling like a shit ton of that money.
If you don't want to give back to a charity, give back in some kind of other way. There's plenty of other ways to give back.
The only
Yeah,
way
By not
I would give
investing.
back, the only way that I would give back to somebody is like, let's say if like some like kid comes up to me and says like, hey, I want to like go to a trade school, like, can you pay it for me? Then I'd be like, sure, I'll pay for your trade school and things like that. That's how I would give back to
Or
like give kids the like skills to like get good paying jobs to like get out of bad situations. That's probably
or
giving back.
or giving money to homeless people too. You can't ever go wrong doing that.
well, no,
No, I'm not going to agree with that.
yeah,
No,
I don't agree with that.
I'm not agreeing with that. Like I said,
Yeah.
that homeless person doesn't have a plan. He just wants some money. Like he could just use it to buy more crack or whatever. Like like you never really know.
Yeah, did you see those videos where like there's like this mom? That's how you know she's sketchy. She's this mom sitting out with her like little 4-year-old son who's like, "Oh, we need so much help," blah blah blah. And then they had this camera follow them around, and she like hopped in like a Bentley and like drove around, and you saw like all this camera. She just went around to different neighborhoods of the same thing. So like
It's
I
a
agree.
lucrative business.
Yeah,
If
I
they,
agree with D, man. Like I think the best way to like okay, I'm not gonna knock anybody for giving a charity, but I feel like man, unless you gotta do things to me that impact people directly. Like I like what LeBron James did, how like he made that whole school and like did all that kind of stuff. Like I believe that
Mm.
like the best way to do stuff is to do it like that. But I'll also say that I don't think just because you're rich you have to give. I think I think morally you should probably give, but I'm not gonna say anyone has to do anything because I'm just the type of person I believe that like if you work hard for your stuff, like no one should be able to tell you where to allocate your funds. But
exactly.
me morally, it's gonna be like yeah, if I have so much, I'm definitely gonna give back to other people. But like I said, I feel like there shouldn't be a rule that you have to, but like I think morally, yeah, it's right to give.
Yeah, and honestly, if someone try to like peer pressure me to give to like charity or give back, that would actually make me not want to give back. Like, don't try to force me to do it. You know, that's how I feel.
Yeah, especially during the economic recession. Like there's so many people that are getting ready to be like homeless, unemployed. So I feel like giving back any way you possibly can or any way you feel is right is the right thing to do.
The only way to give back in that situation, honestly, is to pay for their monthly mortgage or rent. That's the best way to actually give back in these type of situations. Don't give them no lump sum of money. Just offer to pay these like fees for them.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree to that too. I'm more so like I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't know how to manage money. So I feel like when it comes towards like giving back, I feel like you have to write a check specifically to whatever they need. So if someone
Exactly.
needs, because like okay, we all went to college, we all met in college. How many people we know like use their grant money on dumb shit, like with fucking like I can understand someone using some of the grant money to buy a car. You need a car, whatever. I'm not gonna hate you for it. But like, there's some people out there buying clothes and like Louis belts and Gucci belts. It's like, bro, you need this shit to take your class.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, even like during quarantine, like people still buying like all this expensive ass shit. Like it's like who you flexing for? Like at
Yeah,
that point, we all inside. Who are you buying all this shit for?
exactly. And that's what really one of those things that really make quarantine really makes you realize, like, dang, you're really not buying some of this shit for yourself
Mm-hmm.
because you gonna wear it around your house. No, you're not. You're buying so other people can see it.
Yeah.
And that's why like I feel like this whole quarantine thing was honestly I think it has been a good thing because it's like it's gonna make people like talk again and make people realize like hey like you gotta have human interaction, you gotta like
Hmm.
like it's not all about like stunning and wearing your new Balenciaga sneakers and shit, like bro, like there's more to life.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think it definitely humbled a lot of people for sure.
And I hope with this deletes, I don't know if you guys have been out to a party or what, but like a lot of times you go to parties now compared to how it used to be before. When I was younger, we used to go to a party before. People used to actually talk to each other. Like people wasn't like staring at each other for hours and like music playing in the background. Like people actually talk to each other. Like now, like you go to the club, I'm talking about like before Corona, like people are sitting there, it's like a cell phone party. People are sitting there staring at their cell phones. And it's like, bro, like you came here to stare at your cell phone, really? Like
What's the
that's what I'm
point of coming
saying.
out? Then what's the point?
Exactly. And I feel like Corona is gonna now when we come back from Corona, I feel like people are actually gonna start talking to each other. People are gonna realize like, oh shit, like there's a reason why I have a mouth.
Yeah, people might be talking to each other with masks on, but at least they'll be talking to each other. Because people are going to be wearing masks for a long time after this.
Oh man, it's something else. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this episode, guys. So right now, does anyone have any closing thoughts?
If you get rich, give back. So any kind of way you feel is best or most effective, as long as you give back.
It's a good one. I'm gonna just say drink more water.
Oh, okay. All right, that was creative. All right, so I'm gonna say is just man, I feel like you gotta always be in control and you gotta watch for your mental health, man. If you see yourself slipping, and we can all feel, even someone who's off can feel themselves slipping. You just gotta have enough self control to get some help, guys. So
Yeah,
this has been T.
This has been Gee.
this should been your boy Jay.
All right, guys, and we're out. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Even if you don't like it, still like it. All right, guys.
Cool. Cool.